The recently passed Consumer Product Safety Improvement Act was designed to protect children from harmful chemicals in clothing and toys. But it's also had unintended consequences for thrift stores and other resellers.
We're having to take anything with a metal zipper, metal buttons, from 12 and under off the floor.
Edith Lombardelli is the store manager of Thrift Town. In order to comply with the new law, she's had to remove 20% of her store's inventory. Still, compared to other resellers, she feels lucky.
If you're looking at a baby shop, it probably really affects them in a serious way. For us, it hasn't affected us too bad.
Other Mothers deals almost exclusively in used clothing for children, and according to store manager Allie Parks, the new law has had a big impact on business.
It essentially crushed us for approximately 3 weeks. We were at a point where we weren't sure if all of the merchandise on our sales floor would have to go directly to a landfill as opposed to being used by consumers.
According to the Consumer Product Safety Improvement Act, retailers and resellers alike are prohibited from selling clothing that contains more than 600 parts per million of lead. Lead has been linked to learning disabilities in children. Unsure of what clothing meets these standards and what doesn't, many resellers were forced to stop accepting donations and trade-ins.
We had to stop taking in merchandise. Folks were coming in looking to provide for their children, and we were unable to accommodate their needs.
Despite the good intentions of this law, it's clear that along with thrift stores and resellers, parents have the most to lose. Stacy James is a mother of two, and she says she depends on stores like Other Mothers to clothe her kids.
And I can go to one of the places where they resell clothes and get a whole bag full of clothes for $50, whereas if I go to somewhere new like Old Navy, I get, a 2 pair of pants and a sweater.
And while James says she's worried about the safety of her kids' clothing, she has to balance this with financial concerns.
I mean, there should be precautions and things like that, but, we still have to put clothes and coats on our kids when winter comes. And if we can't afford it, what are we going to do?
I'm Charles Davis, reporting.